Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of asking for help and giving you the reasons why it's empowering for our own well-being. Hi, my name is Deb and welcome to Women Reinventing Midlife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. As women, we have become extremely independent. We like to know that we can do what we want, we can do it when we want, and we don't need someone else to help us. And while this is true, it is very empowering because over the hundreds of years, for many hundreds of years, we were living in an age where we had to ask permission of a male to be able to do something. So to be in this space where we have this independence is really empowering. And while this is true, being too independent can actually cause issues for our own well-being. It can cause issues for the well-being of people around us, and it can also cause issues with relationships. Being independent is a strength. Being too independent can actually cause problems. And today I'm going to give you 4 ways in which asking for help is empowering and some of the problems that too much independency can cause and how asking for help addresses these. The first way that asking for help is empowering is that it's good for our health. It's good for our well-being, because being too independent often means that we're doing a lot of things. We're doing everything ourselves. We don't like to ask for help. And this can sometimes cause burnout. And it can also cause us to experience some really difficult symptoms that are often associated with menopause. Because when we're doing everything ourselves, then we are causing a lot of extra stress. And the extra stress can cause an imbalance in our hormones. And it's that imbalance that can lead us to experience more of those menopausal symptoms. So that means that asking for help is empowering because it helps us create a better balance between our hormones, and it helps us minimize our stress. The second way that asking for help is empowering is that it creates a beneficial balance between our masculine and our feminine energies. All men and all women have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. So when we're too independent, we can often be too much in our masculine energy. And that's not great for women. We need that delicate balance between masculine and feminine. Doing everything means that we are too much in our giving, because masculine energy is about doing and it is about giving. Feminine is about being and it's about receiving. So when we're doing everything ourselves, we're too much in our masculine energy, and that causes the masculine and feminine energies to become imbalanced. So asking for help is empowering because it creates that beneficial balance of masculine and feminine energies, meaning a good balance of giving and receiving. Okay, so the third way that asking for help is empowering is that when we're too much in our masculine and we're doing everything ourselves, we tend to get lumbered with everything, don't we? And I hear a lot of women complaining that no one ever does anything for them. And this is because we've been too independent. We haven't allowed people to help us. And over time, people have kind of thought to themselves, well, she doesn't need help, so I'm not going to bother asking anymore. I'm not going to bother offering anymore. A lot of women are overgivers, and I could put my hand up here. I know that I have a tendency to overgive, and I've changed it so that I have that more even balance, but it's taken a lot of self-awareness to change it. So in order to create that balance between giving and receiving, we need to stop overgiving. We need to stop doing everything ourselves, because when we do this, we retrain ourselves, and we retrain other people around us to see us as an independent woman that sometimes likes some help. So the way to change this is to actually ask for help, because that is the only way that anyone is going to be able to see that we do like some help. And that's good for us. It's good for our well-being. It's good for the well-being of the other person. And it's actually good for the relationship too. Here's the reason why it's good for us. So it helps us feel appreciated. It helps us feel more rested. It helps us feel more balanced. And it also helps us feel more connected to ourselves, because we're not in that buzz mode the whole time trying to do everything for everyone. And that helps us also feel more connected to the person that's helping us. So it's good for the relationship. And here's why it's good for the other person. So the other person that's helping you starts to feel needed. They start to feel wanted. They start to feel important. And this feeds their fundamental need for significance. When you're feeding their fundamental need for significance, they automatically feel more connected to you. And that is good for the relationship. So a very important reason why asking for help is empowering. Now, before I go into the fourth way, I want to remind you to please subscribe to this channel. Okay, I'm asking you now to give to me. Please subscribe to this channel, and here's why. When you subscribe, first of all, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. When you subscribe, it actually supports me in giving to you. So it becomes a two-way street. So please subscribe. Okay, here's the fourth way that asking for help is empowering. When we go through menopause, and even in the years beyond menopause, we can sometimes feel a little bit confused. There's been a lot of changes happening. There's been a lot of changes happening in our relationships, our roles, in our physical body. That can lead to confusion. It can also lead us to lose confidence, lose motivation, and even lose that sense of self. At this particular point, most of us have a tendency to want to go through this on our own too. We think that we should know enough and be wise enough to actually get through this transition. And while this is true, we do know enough, we are wise enough. Over the years, we've forgotten to access the answers that are important to us. We've forgotten how to do it. So this is why it's important that we reach out and ask for help during this transition. Now, in times past, in tribal times, it was our elders, it was our mothers, our grandmothers that used to help us through this transition. And there are a number of reasons why that doesn't happen so much anymore. But we still do need that guidance. So that is why it's important and empowering to find a woman that can give you that guidance, and to reach out and ask for help for a woman who's been where you are now, that knows the process of moving through this transition. And that's why I do what I do. And I'm going to put the link underneath the video. So click on the notes, put the link underneath the video where you can access and have a look at how I help women move through this transition, to actually guide you through so you gain the clarity you need to move through the transition and really thrive in this next phase of life. Now, remember that asking for help is empowering. I've given you 4 reasons why. And you can still be an independent woman and still ask for help. Asking for help is empowering for you, for your own health and well-being. It's empowering for the people around you, for their health and well-being. And it's actually empowering for the greater good, for the collective. Thank you for joining me. If you found this content helpful, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on the next video. Lots of love to you, and I look forward to connecting next time. Bye-bye.